Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Tuesday afternoon. Thought I would do a real quick video. I just noticed I do own this book in my collection. I bought it last year, X-Men number 94. The first appearance of an all-new team. This is the second appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, Thunderbird, Angel, Marvel Girl, and... oh, I'm sorry. Colossus and Thunderbird. Angel, Marvel Girl, and Iceman resign from the team. Sunfire quits the team. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on in this issue. It's definitely a key issue. Over the years, it's been sort of a little forgotten. Everyone thinks of Giant X-Men #1, which is obviously a huge key book. A lot of first appearances in that book. A lot of key second appearance of Wolverine. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things about Giant X-Men #1. If I had my choice, I would rather have a Giant X-Men #1 in really high grade, but that book has always been pretty expensive. But apparently, X-Men 94 is starting to catch up because, this is the price. I just noticed this today. I kind of had an idea that this book was going up in price. Last year, I bought this book in particular, X-Men 94. This is a CBCS 8.5. I bought this off eBay for $750. When I bought it, I pretty much thought, all right, this should at least be $1,000 book in that grade. But when I looked at the listing of this book, what I noticed was I saw a lot of 9.0s and 9.2s that had more spine ticks than this one has. So I feel like this one is way higher grade than an 8.5. It has white pages, which is really cool. There's not too many 8.5s. I don't think the one I'm showing here on eBay is an 8.5, but I'll zoom in so you can see the difference, and it's definitely not white pages. It's off white to white. But this book, if I'll try to get as close as I can here, you guys can kind of view it for yourselves. I don't know. There's really nothing wrong with the front cover. There's no spine ticks that I see. Maybe one. There's one small one right. Very, very, it's not, you have to look really closely. It's almost not even noticeable. Right above the staple, there's a slight little spine tick. I don't know if it's not really a spine tick. It's just a little teeny line. It's barely visible. Other than that, this book, it's so clean. I literally, if someone told me, hey, this is a 9.4, I would believe them. Absolutely would believe this is a 9.4. My guess is, conservatively, if this gets graded again, if this was cracked and sent into CGC, which I probably should do. I've had some of my comic book buddies have told me that I should do that. They've seen 9.4s that look exactly like mine. I think this could be a 9.2 minimum, 9.0 to a 9.2. Even the back cover, that's a little something on the case. That's not the comic book. Yeah, the comic book on the back. Even the back is so good. Ah, man, I don't know. The more I look at this book, the more I think it's definitely a 9.2 or a 9.4. I have a feeling CGC would grade this at a 9.2. But imagine if this came back at a 9.4. Do you know what this book would be worth if this got graded a 9.4? Already the one that doesn't look as nice as mine is on eBay right now. I'm going to try to zoom in here. There's a couple little spine dings on it. Don't get me wrong. It looks like a nice copy. These photos aren't the best, but mine looks better than this one, in my opinion. And it doesn't have white pages, and they're asking $3,250. Now, I don't know if they're going to get that. Obviously, that's what someone's asking. But man, I don't know. This is just, it's crazy. Let's try to zoom in here a little bit. Yeah, I mean, that back cover looks pretty good too. Looks very similar to mine. Yeah, I can see right there in that corner, there's a little pretty big crease. You know, there's a big line right there. That's a big color break. Mine is definitely better than this copy, and they're asking $32.50. So yeah, I mean, if I go to an X-Men, what would an X-Men 94 graded? Let's say a 9.2. Let's see if there's any 9.2s. Yeah, none. Oh, there's one. So there's an off-white to white 9.2 asking $5,246. There's another one asking $5,250. There's a CGC 8.5 asking $3,900. Also, no white pages. It's off-white to white. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, I did really well buying this for $750 last year. That was my big purchase last year. I mean, even after I bought it, I was like, oh man, I just spent a lot of money on one book. It doesn't seem like a lot of money now. I mean, this is a $3,000 book minimum, and I think it could be a $5,000 book if I get it reslabbed and regraded. I think there's a high likelihood that it could be a 9.2. But imagine if it came back 9.4. Now here's a PGX 9.4 at $6,000, which we all know PGX is not the preferable grading service. That's the only 9.4 graded I see on eBay at the moment. Even a 7.0, they're asking $3,000 now. Amazing. So yeah, the price on these early X-Men books has exploded. I mean, I kind of knew, I went on a buying spree last year. God, look at that. There's a giant size X-Men 9.4, 18,500. Holy crap. I had a 9.6 white pages back in the day. I can only imagine what that would go for now. Probably over 25,000. That would be my guess. I told everybody in my channel last year, pick up an Uncanny X-Men number 129. I got one really high grade for like under $200. And I know I could get $1,000 for that book now, pretty easily. So there's some really, really good deals out there. There were, especially a year ago, in the with these older X-Men issues. Here's a non-graded copy. Looks pretty nice. There's a couple spine dings though, right? 1, 2, 3 spine ticks, but it looks great. I mean, it presents well. Good coloring. There's another color breaking line at the top of the cover. Overall, though, that book looks great. Probably in a 7.5 to 8.0 range, right? Probably in that range. So I wouldn't say it's high grade, but mid to high grade, right? In that range. It's at auction. It's got 5 days left. It's already at $1,025. 72 bidders on it so far. So yeah, that book's probably going to be close to $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000 by Sunday. We'll see. But I wanted to shoot this video just because not just to show off. Oh yeah, look what I did. I got this really cool 8.5, but really to highlight the fact that when you're looking at a book, even a graded book, take the time to really look at it. Like look at the edges, look and see. This one, the reason I bought this and was so excited to get it was because of the fact that it's got no spine ticks. And usually X-Men 94 most of the copies out there have spine ticks. There's only 3, I think there's only there's around 30 copies at 9.8, which sounds like a lot, but it's nowhere near the census of giant size X-Men number 1. There's a lot more 9.8s of that out there, believe it or not, than X-Men 94. So X-Men 94 is known for being a very difficult book to get in high grade. It always has been. Most of the copies that I've ever seen at comic book shops, at conventions, they're always spine ticks on this cover. And the fact that this copy of mine that I have has literally there's maybe one there, barely noticeable, slightly breaking color. No, not really a spine tick though. And then one there, that's it. I mean, it's such a clean copy. I think this would definitely grade higher than an 8.5. I think this would easily come in at a 9.2. 9.0 to a 9.2 range would be my conservative estimate, but who knows? Imagine if this came back in 9.4. That would be unbelievable. That would be a huge score. That would be what, a 9.4 in this book probably would be $8,000 in that range. And I only spent $750. So I'm real happy about this. I love to see the price going up on this book. Don't plan on selling it anytime soon. For now, I'll keep it in this CBCS slab. It's a nice looking slab. I don't think it's the newer version, right? I think they do have an updated version of this comic book, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it for now in the case that it's in. But it's something that I'm thinking about in the future. If I ever submit a bunch of books to CGC, this definitely might be one of those that I decide to crack and send in to get regraded, because I have a feeling it's going to grade higher than an 8.5. But that's my quick video. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. I will have another video out tomorrow highlighting New Comic Book Day, so make sure you check that out. And then, of course, Thursday is my Whiskey, Cigar, and Comic show. I also was messaging back and forth with Immortal Biggie Shack. Most of you know him. He's got his own YouTube channel. I might be coming on his channel this weekend, maybe on a Friday or Saturday night. He invited me to come on his channel. We're going to talk about undervalued books, modern to maybe silver to bronze age, somewhere in that time frame. I'm more of a modern expert, but I do have some knowledge of some books in the bronze age to copper age. So yeah, that should be a fun show. I'm going to sort of do some prep for that. I'm going to come up with some ideas. I might have a few books in my collection that I'll pull out that I think are undervalued. So look for that. That'll be on Immortal Biggie Shack's channel, probably Friday or Saturday night. We haven't decided which night yet, but I'll let everybody know on my channel as well when that is. So hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you soon.